You disgust me.
Me? I disgust you. You. You're too fine. You won't have none of me, but you'll sit here all night looking at your naked females.
Mildred.
You cad. You dirty swine.
Bette Davis. The name conjures images of fierce independence, raw emotional power, and an unmistakable, often intense screen presence.
You hounded me, you drove me crazy. And after you kissed me, I always used to wipe my mouth. Wipe my mouth. But I made up for it. For every kiss I had a laugh. We laughed at you. Miller and me and Griffiths and me. We laughed at you because you was such a mug. You don't know what you are, you gimpy-legged monster. You're a cripple.
But the journey to becoming this legendary actress, a true icon of Hollywood's golden age, was one of unwavering determination, a constant battle against convention, and an unyielding commitment to her craft. This is the story of how Ruth Elizabeth Davis, a determined young woman with a burning ambition, transformed into the unforgettable Bette Davis.
Oh, really? Did she like it? She liked it.
Born Ruth Elizabeth Davis in Lowell, Massachusetts in 1908, her early life was marked by a fierce spirit and a deep yearning for the stage. Inspired by the actress Alla Nazimova, she shed her given name and adopted Bette after Honoré de Balzac's La Cousine Bette. This early act of self-definition foreshadowed her lifelong determination to forge her own path. She pursued acting with relentless dedication, attending drama school and tirelessly seeking opportunities in local theater. These early years were a testament to her unwavering ambition, enduring numerous rejections, but refusing to let setbacks extinguish her burning desire to perform. This period laid the foundation for her formidable work ethic and her understanding of the demanding nature of the acting profession. Bette Davis arrived in Hollywood in the early 1930s, but her initial experiences were far from glamorous. Studio executives were initially unimpressed, deeming her unconventional looks unsuitable for leading roles. However, her talent and fierce determination eventually shone through. Landmark performances in films like Of Human Bondage, 1934, despite studio resistance, garnered critical acclaim and began to establish her as a serious dramatic actress.
Excuse me, won't you?
Yeah.
How do you do?
You seem to be in a great hurry.
Well, I've been waiting 10 minutes.
I didn't know you could draw.
Didn't you?
That meant to be me?
Looks like you, doesn't it?
Well, if you look at it that way. Tea?
You are a strange sort. I say, will you dine with me sometime?
How pale you are. How strange, how cold.
You are going it. Do you always order champagne?
No.
Then why'd you do it now?
I was hoping it would make you more friendly. Do you think it will?
Well, there's one thing I can say for you. Gentleman in every sense of the word.
This period highlighted her refusal to be confined by conventional Hollywood beauty standards and her willingness to fight for challenging and complex roles that showcased her raw talent and intensity. The mid-1930s and 1940s marked Bette Davis's reign as a major star at Warner Brothers. She embraced strong, often unsympathetic female characters, imbuing them with a fierce intelligence and a captivating intensity that was groundbreaking for the era. Iconic roles in films like Jezebel, 1938, Dark Victory, 1939, The Little Foxes, 1941, and now Voyager, 1942, earned her critical acclaim and 2 Academy Awards for Best Actress.
I understand you don't like to talk about your health.
That's right.
Any particular reason why?
It's just a boring subject, that's all.
Oh, most people love it. I make my living by listening to them.
Then I'm afraid you're wasting your time.
I'll send you a bill.
I'm 23 years old, an only child. I weigh 110 pounds stripped. I've had measles, mumps, and whooping cough, all at the proper ages. I believe I have no congenital weaknesses. Shall I go on?
Yes, please.
My father drank himself to death. My mother lives in Paris. I take a great deal of exercise. I'm accustomed to a reasonable quantity of tobacco and alcohol. I'm said to have a sense of humor. Is that enough?
All the inconsequential facts.
Thank you. What are the consequential ones?
Does that light bother you?
Not at all.
Do you use your eyes a great deal?
I generally keep them open, Doctor. But it didn't take me long to find out my mistake. And then it was just as if I couldn't stand the sight of you. I couldn't bear to have you touch me. I thought you were such a soft, weak fool. You were so kind and understanding when I didn't want you near me. The lies and excuses I used to make to you, and you believed them. That was when I began to despise you.
Why didn't you leave me?
Where was I to go? What money did I have? Didn't think about it much. If I had, I'd have known you'd die before I did. But I couldn't have guessed you'd get heart trouble so early, so bad. I'm lucky, Horace. I've always been lucky. I'll be lucky again.
The other bottle. Please, upstairs, in my room, in the drawer. Addie! Upstairs, quick!
Her distinctive voice, her expressive eyes, and her commanding screen presence became her trademarks, captivating audiences and establishing her as one of the most formidable talents in Hollywood.
Addie! Addie, quick!
This period solidified her status as a true acting powerhouse, unafraid to portray complex and flawed women.
Eddie! Cal, come here! Mommy, what's the matter? His legs, Bill. His medicine. His facial medicine. I'll get it.
Bette Davis was known for her fierce independence and her willingness to challenge the powerful studio system. She famously fought Warner Brothers for better roles and the artistic freedom she believed she deserved, even taking legal action. This defiance, though sometimes creating professional obstacles, underscored her unwavering commitment to her craft and her refusal to compromise her artistic integrity for mere stardom.
There's a horror on me. I get very nervous and dry. This is not gin.
Let me check and see.
I had...
It isn't.
I had, in the huge fight I had with Warner's as a kid when I went to England and ended up in court with them there, I went to see Mr. Warner just, you know, as a last hope, because I was fighting for good directors and good scripts. Literally, that's all I cared about, because money always follows, and I was doing some of those marvelous movies that some of you remember, how awful. Parachute Jumper, The Menace. You know, The Menace, I was a corpse. All I did was fall out of a closet.
But you did it so well.
Didn't I do it well? I thought so, too.
Yeah.
That was made at Columbia in 8 days. So anyway, I went to see Mr. Warner, and he begged me not to go. He said, please don't go. He said, I have just optioned a marvelous book for you. A new book by a woman named Margaret Mitchell, and the title is Gone with the Wind. And I was so angry about what they'd been giving me, like all these parachute jumpers and things. I said, I'll bet it's a dilly, and walked out of the office. If you can imagine, went to England, had the trial, came back about a year later and found out what Gone with the Wind was.
Yes.
Then
Her battles with the studios became legendary, highlighting her fierce spirit and her dedication to meaningful and challenging work. This period showcased not only her talent, but also her courage and her determination to be a respected artist, not just a studio commodity.
That thing that you did is really amazing. That did the studio take you to court, or did you originate it yourself?
Well, I perpetrated it by signing for a picture in Europe. And so, of course, they enjoined me.
So
and then I thought I could get the whole thing settled.
Mm-hmm.
But the case went against me.
But what an incredible thing at the time. I mean, no actor was ever upstart enough to
Was
dare
terrible,
to take a
because
studio
I had
into court because
it-
they'd been getting rotten parts and
Well, I knew that was my future. I knew that only directors and good scripts could give me a career. I couldn't do it with the junk, that's all.
Had you set out just to be a star, do you know what I mean? Or did you want to be an actress?
Well, I always wanted,
as well?
Acting is, I feel I am an actress. I hope.
In the latter half of her career, Bette Davis continued to work prolifically in film and television, embracing a variety of roles and maintaining her iconic screen presence. Films like Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, 1962, and Hush, Hush, Sweet Charlotte, 1964, cemented her cult status and showcased her willingness to explore darker and more theatrical characters.
Heaven above, I've written, dear Daddy, we miss you, and wish you were with us to love. Instead of a stamp, I put kisses. The postman says that's best to do.
You are disgusting.
I've written a letter to Daddy saying I love you.
You forgot my breakfast.
I didn't bring you breakfast because you didn't eat your din-din.
Why are you doing this to me?
Even as she aged, her intensity and her unique charisma remained undiminished. She became a beloved and often imitated figure in popular culture, her distinctive mannerisms and memorable lines forever etched in the collective consciousness.
All right, Blanche Hudson, Miss Big Fat Movie Star, Miss Rotten Stinking Actress, press a button, ring a bell, and you think the whole damn world comes running, don't you?
Not my sister. I need your help. I need you here. Here at the house. Yes.
Bette Davis's journey from an aspiring actress to a Hollywood legend was a testament to her unwavering determination, her exceptional talent, and her refusal to conform. She carved her own path, challenging conventions and creating a gallery of unforgettable characters that continue to captivate and inspire. Her fierce independence, her dedication to her craft, and her undeniable screen presence cemented her place as one of the greatest actors of all time, a true entertainer who commanded attention and left an indelible mark on the art of cinema.